Let's go to London. Let's round it out with something that I promise you is not gross at all.
Okay.
So John Hunter, born in 1728. He was a London doctor, and at this time in London, when he was practicing medicine, it was booming. It was a city on the grow. And wherever you have industry and business and population explosions, what do you gotta have?
A lot of restaurants, I guess. A lot of infrastructure to keep up with that. Banks.
Prostitutes, Justin. Prostitutes.
Yeah, well, prostitutes. I was going to say prostitutes next.
So there were lots and lots of prostitutes there. And as a result, there was lots and lots of venereal disease. At the time, it was believed that there were pretty much two main classes of venereal disease. Syphilis and gonorrhea. The pox or the clap. And most doctors believed that you either had one, the other, or both, and they were two distinct illnesses. One was bad, gonorrhea, because it was terrible to have, but wouldn't kill you and was relatively brief, whereas syphilis was something that could kill you and was really bad. Now, John Hunter, he didn't buy this theory. He thought that it was the same disease. There's one venereal disease. Syphilis and gonorrhea are the same thing. There's just two different stages of it. You got gonorrhea first, from some sort of poison that you probably got from another person. We understood that it was kind of we kind of knew it was sexually transmitted. We had that idea. So you got some sort of poison from another person. It gave you the symptoms of gonorrhea, which was mainly local, mainly, pus coming out of your privates. And then it spread to your whole system and you got syphilis.
Ooh, that's not right. Right?
That's right. It's not right. They are definitely two distinct
MBD,
diseases.
John Hunter, even I knew that. Jerk.
But he really wanted to prove this theory. But how do you prove it?
I don't know.
Well, you have to find somebody who you know with complete certainty has never had gonorrhea or syphilis and give them gonorrhea. And then you wait and see. If they only get gonorrhea, well, then they're two distinct illnesses. If they get gonorrhea and then later get syphilis, okay. Now, that's the same illness. You've proven it. But you've got to find somebody that you are 100% sure does not have either disease.
So he picked himself.
Of
Right.
course.
Yeah, right.
And how to give yourself gonorrhea?
I'm not going to. No, I can't imagine, Sydney.
Well, so you get some pus from a guy who's got it. So you get some pus.
One of the more awkward conversations you can have with a stranger.
Would you go take this cup?
Do you have gonorrhea? I mean, I'm just going to get there. I was trying to come up with a cute way to ask it.
And no, he was a doctor, so he had access to people with gonorrhea.
No, that's a good point.
Take some of the pus and give it to yourself. Now, how to inoculate yourself most certainly to get the disease? Well, why don't you just make some superficial cuts into your own penis and then put the pus in them?
You said.
I lied.
You said it would be gross, and now you do this to me? Your husband, the father of your child? So how could you make me think about a guy rubbing penis pus on his own penis with gonorrhea and penis pus?
This is how he decided.
This show's supposed to be safe for children.
Gonorrhea.
This show isn't safe for anybody.
I'm not using profanity.
Yeah, you are. You're using emotional profanity. Visual profanity. That's what you're doing to me.
Predictably, he got gonorrhea.
Yeah, super gonorrhea. He got amazing super gonorrhea.
You know what's sad is that he
later...
he got gonorrhea. That's sad enough. But he later went on to develop a characteristic syphilis chancre. I know, now you're thrown for a loop.
So wait...
A chancre is the initial sore that you get with syphilis. Looks kind of like an ulcer. So he developed one.
Why?
They even named it, by the way.
Really?
The Hunterian chancre for John Hunter. So he briefly had a venereal disease named after himself.
That chancre? That's named after the original one on my wiener.
That's the Hunterian chancre.
That's the Hunterian chancre you got right there.
So, okay, he's still wrong, though. Why do we know he's wrong?
I don't know.
Because we figured out that the patient had both. The patient he got the pus from had already gotten gonorrhea and syphilis. So
John.
He managed to... he was wrong. He set medicine back, like, half a century with this result because it took us forever to figure out what the heck happened and was he right or wrong. And he gave himself both gonorrhea and syphilis.
What a super great week for John Hunter.
So.
Oh, man.